Holy mackerel, people. We are so rich. What? Let me tell you what. Here's the scoop, folks. This is an actual real live letter from the Ohio Department of Taxation.
Yeah.
From Columbus, Ohio, tax.ohio.gov, with our names and likenesses blotted out. Why? Because we don't want you to know that we're really worth $200 million. Right there. See, here's the scoop, folks. There's the scoop. We got this letter. This actually, I kept this letter. It's a real letter.
It's a real letter. Yeah, we've had this for a really long time. Look at the date.
2011.
See?
And we got this letter in the mail, and it basically said, hey, we can't process your tax refund because you split your refund into two deposits. One was for 2 cents, and the other one was for $200 million.
Yeah, we supposedly split it between a paper check and electronic deposit.
I'm going to go with the $200 million, please.
Yes, please. $200 million for for the family, Trebek?
Yeah, 200 million. So what would you do? First of all, okay, there is a real life point to this video, and that is a real letter, but here's the scoop. What would you do if you got that letter saying, hey, we're having trouble figuring out a way to get you your money because it's either 2 cents or $200 million, and we can't figure it out. And any which way you would have cut it, the 2 cents was wrong, and the $200 million was wrong too.
Right.
So, but what would you do? Like if it was you, or even better yet, like let's say the check came in the mail. You got this check. You can't probably take it to your bank. They're going to be like, probably not real.
Probably a scam. You're not going to want to deposit this because, then they'll have access to your accounts and all this other nonsense.
I can feel you guys typing answers right now. Like, what would I do with that money? I thought to myself, would you flee the country and open a bank account in a country that's not going to do extradition? Would you do that?
No.
Because you would have to pay people off. I mean, there'd be bribes involved.
Yeah.
I mean, you might end up with a measly 150 million after everything was done.
I don't think that's going to last very long if you move to another country.
150 million?
No, not really.
I'm trying to figure out how many.
It's a joke, honey. Relax.
Okay. So here's what happened. I brought it into work to show people because I worked at a church at the time. I was a praise and worship director, and I was there, and I said, anybody want to help me out with this? Hey, office manager, can you
not sure what
kind of explain that? And everybody's like, not real. And I was like, that's real. Yeah. So what I did was I actually contacted the people, and I did a little Google searching, and I did all of the stuff you're supposed to do, tracked it down. Yeah. And it turns out that it was a mistake. Yes.
But it did truly come from the Ohio, Ohio
Taxation
Department of Taxation.
And they had accidentally sent out 100,000 people that.
These.
Let me let that sink in. 100,000 people, according to Ohio, were supposed to get $200 million. Okay?
Well, they got A through D at least.
Yeah. She means our last name. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. That passed through so many hands that were data entry hands. That passed through supervisors and managers' hands, and then department heads And you may go, Brad, oh my gosh, it's all automated on computer. There are people that still pass off on things, say, oh, I don't know, refunds over maybe $1 million.
It still has human data entry.
And when you're talking that kind of money, lots of people had to look at it.
Right.
And it wasn't just us. It was 100,000 people that, whoopsie, we're supposed to pass you guys all out a lot of money. Well,
we never did get a check.
They didn't give us the check.
No.
They did not give us the check. And here's kind of the point of the video today is that people make mistakes. And maybe we should start looking at every little bit of mail that comes around. Maybe we should start looking at contracts instead of blindly signing things. Maybe we should start looking at, I don't know, every little subscription that you have, whether it's Netflix or this or that, and figuring out, wait a minute.
Terms of service.
Terms of service? Oh, don't get me started on terms of service. Preppers? No. Terms of service. And if you think that all your devices just randomly started giving you the exact ads that you've been talking about with your spouse for a reason, it's because you signed the terms of service.
You agreed to it.
You agreed. Maybe
because if you don't agree, your phone doesn't work.
Or your TV.
Or your TV.
Or your computer's camera.
Right.
And there's a lot more than that. And by you using the device, you said, okay.
Yeah.
My point, ladies and gentlemen, is that we blindly want to use the widget, gidget, or gadget, and we don't really, yes, we click, check, okay to download, click to, I don't care, I just want my gadget to work. I need Fruit Ninja. Fruit Ninja must be a part of my world, and if I don't have Facebook right now, I'm going to have a meltdown. Right? Oh my gosh. How many websites do you click that they will be allowed to use your cookies? Your cookies.
You have to say it like that.
I don't know why I sound like a bullfighter when I say cookies. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I slipped into Buzz Lightyear mode for a second there. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about. We watch Toy
Buzz
Story
Lightyear.
quite often. Yes.
What do you call her? A flower of the desert. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh, I don't remember.
Anyway, the point is people make mistakes and they enter things in wrong, and sometimes they don't enter things in wrong and you just didn't read it, or for example, we just had a little thing with PayPal.
Yeah. Yep. We had gotten a letter, and I read the letter, and I thought, we didn't apply for a credit card. I don't want your credit card. They were just going to send, I think it's a debit card or something like that. I can't remember what it is. And I'm like, you know what? We don't want this, so I just kind of put the letter away.
But they automatically send it.
3 or 4 weeks later, we got the card in the mail. I didn't ask for this. I didn't approve this, nothing. And so I put the card away. I think it's still in the envelope. We didn't activate the card, nothing. I just stuck it in the drawer. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to hold on to this because we don't need it.
Well, it seems like a mistake.
Yeah. Or a scam. So, yeah, like, you know what? I'm not going to throw it away because who knows if somebody's going to find it. So I'll just put it in the drawer and just leave it.
Well, that one's probably not a big deal because it was sent to us from that very close personal friend of ours from Nigeria who happens to be a prince. And he wants to have his kingdom claimed back, and he just needs a little help from us before he can, regain his throne. And that would never, ever, ever be a scam.
Never go wrong, no.
Nothing
He's
bad
a
can
prince.
happen.
What does he need our help for?
Well, he was deposed. You don't know how that goes?
Yes, I know how that goes.
Every time I've been a Nigerian prince, I have never gotten deposed.
Oh, my goodness.
Not once.
No, not once. No.
People make mistakes.
People scam you.
And sometimes it's, you just didn't read it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, here's the biggest part. Here's the biggest part of this whole thing, folks. It's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is now that you can't just go, I didn't know anymore. I hate that, but it's true.
Yeah, you got to read your mail.
You got to read every terms of service.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mind numbing.
And they're pages and pages long.
And sometimes one thing I'll do, and I'll just tell you this, just a tip, is if you get a weird email or something like that, let's just say it's a communication from somebody you don't know, and it even kind of halfway seems fishy, Google it. I'll even cut, copy, and paste their name or their thing, because scammers are not going to send out individualized, personalized data to you unless they have some weird bot running on your computer, which bot means robot, which doesn't mean there's an actual robot running around. It's a software piece of software that maybe you accidentally clicked something that looked like, yes, I want to play Fruit Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden you said, sure, come on in and look around into my data. Unknowingly.
Don't ever click on a link
That
in
you're
an
not
email
sure of. No.
or a text. I'm starting to get scams in texts.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ever click those links. Just what I do is I
Just
block
delete
it
it.
and delete it. I block the number and delete it.
I've even gotten fake Amber alerts. They're getting really risque. If you guys don't know what an Amber alert is, that's when it's a government-run service that if a child goes missing, like if they're afraid somebody kidnapped a kid or something, then it goes out on everybody's cell phone all the time, like instantly. And then it says, hey, this is what's going on. We think there's a kid that's been kidnapped. And it tells you a description. Well, I've gotten ones where they want you to click on something in the Amber alert, which an Amber alert is just, hey, here's information regarding what's going on. But if you click on something, for example, if you click on something, you could unknowingly be saying, yes, install this piece of software, even though my button says, did you read the Amber alert? And I click that. If I were to click that, what you're really doing is saying, come on in.
Yeah. You're giving them permission to access all the data on your phone or your computer. Yeah.
Be careful with that stuff. Start reading everything.
Yep.
You know, when you're online, one thing you got to do is, first of all, if there's ever something from the IRS, they don't send threatening emails like that.
They don't make threatening
They
phone
don't.
calls. No.
They don't. And no, they're threatening enough. They don't need to be like heckling you in spam emails. Look at the address of where it's coming from. Is it like a truckload of numbers and then it says somewhere in there some weird little thing? Or does it come from yourbank.com? The end. You know?
Yeah, don't ever click on a link and then put in your personal information, because then it could be a false website.
You would be surprised how much data is bought and sold, even though you think you're doing something innocent, like, no, I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Read what you're signing. Read the terms of service. People make mistakes, and it happens to a shocking degree.
Yeah.
So honestly, this public service announcement is brought to you by Brad and Christa from the Big Family Homestead.
That's right.
And
you have an amazing and blessed day.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the mouse, and now I'm gonna install some software. No. I'm
on your computer.
On my own computer. No, I'm shutting off the recording.
Install some software on their computer.
Mine.
No,
you know what? This is how you can tell if it's really, really nefarious, is get your face real close to the screen. Real closer.
You're pushing the mic.
No, closer. You ready? No, there's no way to know. It's this.
No.
There's no. That's it. Bye.